Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday to everyone out there. My wonderful Facebook family. How is everyone doing today? Hey, it's nice here in Houston, Texas. It's nice here. This is Gregory Wiles, Houston, Texas, with his inspirational morning walk. It's nice and cool, man. We've been blessed this year with the weather. We're in the 60s this morning. That's unheard of this time of the year. Good morning, Big Sis. Good morning, Jillian. How are you doing today? You finished your walking for today? How are you doing? Yes, the weather's nice and great here. It's nice, so I can get to focus and let my thoughts flow and share my thoughts with you guys. Just remember, I'm on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday at 7 a.m. Central. That's 8:30 Eastern. That's to know the folks in New York and the Caribbean area are on at that time. Good morning, Mavis. How are you doing today? How are you doing? So thank you guys for checking in. All right, so let's jump into it so it don't take too long. So on Wednesday, we spoke about perseverance, right? We spoke about perseverance, and the scripture we talked about was James 1:2-4, and it talks about consider it a pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds. And it went on. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the ending part says, let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything, right? You may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. That's what we talk about on Wednesday. And I promise that we'll continue this conversation today because I didn't get to cover a lot of the things I want to cover. So let's go. We can start off with this scripture. You know, I like start with a scripture and then we build on it. So let's start with James 1:12. James 1:12 said, blessed is the one who perseveres on the trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised those who love him. Right? It said, they persevere on the trial, because having stood that test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him. So we're saying that life is going to have some challenges. Life is going to have some challenges. Yes, Mavis, I want to say a shout out for you, Mavis. Happy birthday. I saw you had a birthday a day or two ago. So happy birthday to you. And just continue pressing on. Persevere. Use this same thing we're talking about here. Perseverance, and keep pressing on. All right, great. Glad you had a good birthday. Yeah, so we're saying life is going to bring you challenges. Life is going to bring you challenges. And you have to keep going. You have to keep going. As the great Les Brown, one of the great motivational speakers around, would say, when life knocks you down, land on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. And he said, don't go complaining to everyone. Because 80% of those people you're complaining to, they do not care. And the other 20%, they're glad it's you. Right? So don't go complaining. Because people don't care. Right? For some of us, our trials, as this scripture is talking about, is this pandemic. This pandemic is some of our trials, right? Some people, disrupt their whole life. They're wondering to have a job going back to. A lot of small business owners wondering if they're going to make it. I'm a small business owner myself, but you know what? I know these laws, and I'm going to continue going on. I'm going to continue going on, right? So I remember a story my mother told me about in Guyana, Northwest area, there's a lot of gold down there. And these guys bought a patch of land, and it was supposed to be real rich with gold. And they got everything and they started digging. They dig for a few months and got nothing. And then they decide to quit. And they sold the land to two brothers just for $1, because you can't give somebody, you got to have a seal, just for $1, because they quit. And those guys went on, and as soon as they dig the first day, there was all the gold right there. They got so rich, they had the little boats, and the boats had holes. They were patching it with back in Guyana, the biggest bill then was $20 bills. They were patching the holes in the boat with money. They got so rich because that other guy, he did all the work, but he quit too early. He quit too early. And someone else reaped the reward for that. And hear what the next scripture, Tessa Hunt, thank you, cuz, for checking in. Hear what the next scripture say about that in Galatians 6:9. He said, let us not be weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. See what it's saying? At the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. I remember the scripture we talk about on Wednesday. It's saying, let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything, right? So when you complete and mature, you will reap the harvest. You will reap the harvest because, face it, guys, how something gets its value. Something gets its value for the price that you pay for it, right? For the price that you pay for it. That's how things are valued, right? For the price that you pay for it. So if you don't go through and pay a price for the thing you want to do, it's not going to be valuable to you. It's not going to be valuable. So as this life is going to bring you challenges, but you just got to go through them. You got to go through them, as the scripture is saying. The great Thomas Edison that created the light bulb, they said that 1,000 times he tried before he was successful, right? 1,000 times he tried before he was successful. So you see, had he given up, we would not be enjoying the light switch, the lights in our homes, and we're lighting up all these stadiums and everything, right? Because he did not quit, we can enjoy that. So I'm here to tell you guys, we need to keep on going with these trials in life. As I said on Wednesday, it's not here to break us. It's here to make us stronger. It's here to make us stronger. It exposes some weaknesses in ourselves, in our operations, and all we need to do is strengthen those weaknesses so we can keep on going, guys. So, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? That's the question. And you keep on going when you face those adversities. Keep on going. As the scripture said in Galatians 6:9, let us not be weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. We will get the harvest if we do not give up. And if you study successful people, that's one of the things to becoming successful: perseverance. You got to keep on keeping on. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there today, but thank everyone for checking in. Thanks for listening, and have a happy Friday and enjoy the weekend. And I'm going to be back on Monday, 7:30 a.m. Central Time, 8:30 in the Eastern Time, guys. It's Dolores Rodriguez. Thank you for checking in. Paula Chest.